Namaste, angels. It's the daily reading for Monday, October 29th, almost into November. We're going to begin with the year 539 on this day, 539 BC, sorry. King Cyrus the Great of Persia marches into Babylon, freeing Jewish captives and allowing them to return home. 1268, Conradin, the last legitimate male heir of the German Hohenstaufen dynasty of kings and Holy Roman emperors, is executed with Frederick I, Margrave of Baden, by Charles I of Sicily. Wow, so they got rid of a few kings on that day. 1665, Battle of Ambuila or Ambuila. Portuguese forces defeat forces to the Kingdom of the Congo and decapitate King Antonio I of the Congo. So there's another king down. And then they have slash Vida a Conga. So maybe that's the Portuguese translation. I'm not sure what that means. 1929, Black Tuesday. So this is the start of the Great Depression. Wall Street stock market crashes, triggering the Great Depression. Yes. 2015, China announces the end of their one-child policy after 35 years. They used to only allow their citizens to have one child, and if people had daughters, they would kill them actually, because they wanted to try again to have a son, so they would be able to continue their lineage. Did you know English adventurer, writer, and courtier Sir Walter Raleigh is beheaded for allegedly conspiring against King James I of England on this day, October 29th, in the year 1618. Famous birthdays: Joseph Goebbels, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Richard Dreyfuss, Kate Hudson, Dennis Potvin, and Winona Ryder. Would you believe, en route Adana to Ankara, Turkish Airlines flight with a crew of 6 and 33 passengers, which both of those equal 6. All right, 6 crew, 33 passengers, but 33 equals 6 too. They were hijacked by a Kurdish militant the Kurdish militants orders pilot to fly to Switzerland. The pilot lands in Ankara, tricking the hijacker that he was landing in Sofia to refuel. He told me I had to stop to refuel. This happened on October 29th in 1998. Famous weddings in the year 437. Valentinian III, Western Roman Emperor, marries Licinia Eudoxia, daughter of his cousin Theodosius II, Eastern Roman Emperor in Constantinople. This unifies the two branches of the House of Theodosius. 1994, Impressionist Rich Little, 55, weds comedian Jeanette Markey, 28, at the MGM Grand Hotel in Las Vegas. 2004, Jackass member Chris Pontius, 30, weds Claire Nolan in Malibu. 2011, actress Eva Amori, 26, weds former Major League Soccer player Kyle Martino, 31, in Charleston, South Carolina. 1951, singer, actor Frank Sinatra and first wife Nancy Barbado divorced due to infidelity after 12 years of marriage. And 2010, country singer Randy Travis, 51, divorces manager Lib Hatcher due to a state of incompatibility that exists between the two parties after 19 long years of marriage. I don't know why they wrote this like this. One of country music's longest lasting couples. Famous deaths: Walter Raleigh, Jean-Baptiste Legrand. Oh, his name continues on another line. Sorry. Jean-Baptiste Legrand de Alembert, Nathan Bedford Forrest, George McClellan, and Vaughn Meader. Vaughn Meader was American, a comedian and a musician famous for his impersonation of John F. Kennedy. In 1962, on his comedy album, he impersonated the president, and the First Family became the fastest selling record in history at the time, with more than 1 million copies a week sold at its height. Meader faded into obscurity after Kennedy was assassinated on November 22nd in the year 1963. He was born on March 20th in 1936 in Waterville, Maine, USA, a rat on the Chinese zodiac and a Pisces. He died on October 29th in 2004 at the age of 68 of chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. George McClellan was a Union general, major general during the American Civil War, with the Democratic presidential nominee in 1864, who later served as governor of New Jersey. He organized the famous Army of the Potomac. Early in the war, he played an important role in raising a well-trained and organized army for the Union. He was born on December 3rd in 1826 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, a Sagittarius. He died on October 29th in 1885, which is 11/11, at the age of 58, which is also 11/11, of a heart attack. Nathan Bedford Forrest was a Confederate general and a KKK Grand Wizard, a lieutenant general in the Confederate Army during the American Civil War. He's remembered both as a self-educated, innovative cavalry leader during the war and as a leading Southern advocate in the post-war years. He served as the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan, but later distanced himself from the organization. He was born on July 13th in 1821 in Chapel Hill, Tennessee, USA, and was a Cancer. He died on October 29th in 1877 at the age of 56 of complications from diabetes. Jean-Baptiste Laurent d'Alembert was French, an Enlightenment philosopher. D'Alembert criterion and D'Alembert force are for what he was famous. He was born on November 16th in the year 1717 or 88 in Paris, France, and was a Scorpio. He died on October 29th in 1783 at the age of 65 of urinary bladder illness. And Walter Raleigh, they're not sure in what year he was born, but he was English and an explorer known for popularizing tobacco in England and for his expedition to South America in search of a city of gold. He published an exaggerated account of his experiences in a book that contributed to the legend of El Dorado. He was born, again, they don't know when he was born. He died on October 29th in 1618. Of execution by beheading. This is a big day for cutting off heads. How many heads were cut off that we read about already on this day? Wow. Going up to the birthdays. Winona Ryder is American and an actress. She's famous for being Lydia Deetz in the comedy fantasy film Beetlejuice and in the cult film Heathers. She was born on October 29th in 1971 and is 47 years old, from Winona, Minnesota, USA, a pig on the Chinese zodiac and a Scorpio. Dennis Potvin is Canadian and an NHL star, National Hockey League. He served as captain for the New York Islanders, where he won 4 Stanley Cups in the early 1980s. He was also a 3-time James Norris Memorial Trophy winner as the NHL's top defenseman. He was born on October 29th in 1953 and is 65 years old, from Vanier, Ontario, Canada, a snake on the Chinese zodiac and a Scorpio. Richard Dreyfuss is 71 years old. He's an actor famous for American Graffiti, The Goodbye Girl, and Mr. Holland's Opus. He was born on October 29th in 1947 in Brooklyn, New York, USA, a pig on the Chinese zodiac and a Scorpio. Kate Hudson is 70 years old. She's an actress, most famous for being Sabrina Duncan in the 1970s TV series Charlie's Angels. Jackson also starred in a number of other TV series, including The Rookies and Scarecrow and Mrs. King, which she also produced. She was born on October 29th in 1948 and is 70 years old, from Birmingham, Alabama, USA, a rat on the Chinese zodiac and a Scorpio. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf is 80 years old. She's Liberian and Africa's first elected female head of state. Sirleaf became the world's first elected female black president. and Africa's first elected female head of state, period, when she took office as the president of Liberia in 2006. After signing a Freedom of Information bill, she became a global icon due to her commitment to fighting dictators, corruption, and poverty through the empowerment of women. In 2011, Sirleaf was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for nonviolent role in promoting peace, democracy, and gender equality. She was born on October 29th in 1938 and is 80 years old, from Monrovia, Liberia, a tiger on the Chinese zodiac and a Scorpio. And lastly, Joseph Goebbels. His real name was Paul Joseph Goebbels. He was a German Nazi Minister of Propaganda and Information, Reich Minister of Propaganda in the Nazi Germany from 1933 to 1945. As one of Adolf Hitler's closest associates and most devoted followers, he was known for his zealous orations and deep and virulent anti-Semitism, which led to his strongly supporting the extermination of the Jews when the Nazi leadership developed their quote-unquote final solution. He was born on October 29th in 1897 in Reitz, Prussia, Germany, a Scorpio. He died on May 1st in 1945 at the age of 47 of suicide. So many of them are punks. They kill themselves. A lot of Nazis. Anyway, going to the dice, we're beginning with yes for this day. Also spend money. And sex, which came up over the weekend too in the cards. Spirit says buy shoes. Weekend away, and it's 50-50. Take it or leave it. It could go either way. We're beginning with the Page of Water, which may involve a younger Cancer. The moon entered Cancer on the 28th, so the day before. Page of Water is intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Also, there are heightened psychic abilities. Page of Water can also be a Scorpio or a Pisces or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Opening to the Six of Air. Things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation. You may even be taking a trip. It can be actual travel, maybe across water. Water in both of these cards. If not, it's moving forward. Perhaps where something was stagnant, it's actually flowing now. It's free flowing like water. So you are guided to keep going, a 9 of fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Keep pushing. And the Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, and the positive resolution of a conflict. That Page of Water could have something to do with a child too. Also opening to the Six of Fire, victory, good news, it's on its way, public recognition or awards. Of course, if you keep going, if you give up, then no. All right, fire one more. It is the Knight of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. You have a guardian angel. This could be us making a plan and following it through very methodically and precisely. Knight of Earth is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, or someone likened to those traits or attributes, and can be representative of our material goals or financial goals, again, toward which we are guided to keep going. And coming to Major Arcana card 11, Strength with Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength. Release any harsh judgment that you may have. Instead, exercise some forgiveness and compassion. When the Strength card shows up, you have the ability to face anything that comes your way and to defeat it, overcome it. Overall energy is Major Arcana card 15, Ego with Archangel Jophiel. A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Ego, or the devil, represents the sign of Capricorn. So maybe that Knight of Earth. Oh, the feminine got 2 there. I didn't even realize. Crowning the masculine is the Knight of Fire, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. The Knight of Fire is a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, possibly a Scorpio. This Knight of Fire is in the same position that in the weekend readings, I think we had the Queen of Fire, and then we had something else of fire there. Maybe it was the Page. Surrounding the masculine, more fire energy. At least for me, the world represents fire. No sign in particular. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude in the path toward enlightenment. Being eased out of a situation, maybe slowly and methodically, like the Knight of Earth, and possibly having something to do with some sort of party of 3. Masculine subconscious, major arcana card 5, unity, the Hierophant. Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. The Hierophant represents the sign of Taurus and can be about higher institutions, like going to school, coming into contact with some sort of government agency, maybe even marriage, commitment, what other kind of government agencies might we come into contact with? I can't, well, I guess you get the idea. On another level, or from another perspective, this can also have to do with making changes, adjustments to with whom, what, where we surround ourselves, things and people with whom we no longer align. We got to, move on to people of our vibration or greater from whom we can learn something. This is that fire and Taurus that came up all weekend. That I said there's a fire sign, probably a Leo masculine, that needs to get away from a Taurus. Somebody commented already on my love reading and said that they, oh, it was Taylor. She's a Taurus. She said she had already had a falling out this weekend with the Leo, sure enough. Anyway. Crowning the feminine, major arcana card, awakening, the Hanged Man. Another one quite possibly having something to do with the party of 3. Look at things from a different perspective. You're at a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself in the meantime, while you decide. Okay, surrounding the feminine, the Page of Earth, scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. Good news about financial matters. Doing something more challenging and maybe a new area of study. And the King of Water, who's trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice and charity work, which is love. You could end up doing some sort of work with which you're going to fall in love, or working on some sort of project or something that you're, really... you're in love with it. You're emotional about it. You're connected to it. It feels like your purpose. Job, vocation, some new area of study, something that you're learning, like you're really into it. Of course, this can also be connected to people too, or a person, maybe somebody with both the earth and the water in their chart. The Page of Earth is possibly a younger person too, younger earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The King of Water may be older, but somebody with his emotions in check, not all, watery and all over the place. And he, again, is a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, which we have Pisces here. Feminine subconscious. The Six of Earth, gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, and receiving a loan or paying off debt. The Six of Earth is about giving and receiving freely. So it looks like the feminine is coming into, if it's not money, it's something to benefit her. Could be, just some help, some sort of consideration, maybe from a King of Water. help, consideration, and opportunity, giving and receiving freely. And she needs to like not look a gift horse in the mouth, look at it from a perspective of, oh, okay. And sometimes we don't want to accept stuff like, I don't need who told them I was a charity case or that sort of thing. You know, you have to look at it in a different way, is what the Hangman guides us to do. Crowning, the Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance. I like this. A promising business venture and important documents or contracts. For the masculine, that can be what this Hierophant represents, and maybe what the world represents too. Maybe coming out of a period of where things weren't working out. In comes Jupiter to help him to work some things out. And there's movement all of a sudden. Wands are cards of movement. Fire element gets things going. And so now he is signing important documents, contracts for some sort of something that he has incoming. At the root, the Page of Air. This could represent why it had been delayed. Page of Air is logical, honest, impulsive, and curious, challenging information, delays or changes to plans, and truth delivered without tact. Page of Air is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And yes, can also represent a delay where, and maybe it was the reason why things hadn't been moving prior. At the heart of the matter, the Five of Fire, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. That can certainly cause delay too. If somebody's trying to like usurp your abundance, stop it from coming in. What is that about? Could be jealousy, somebody not wanting this to happen, or just dark energy in general, not wanting this to happen, not wanting you to come together, you know, in some sort of partnership, business partnership, a close friendship, something happening nicely between a parent and child, perhaps, or even a romantic opportunity. A relationship that continues to grow closer, forgiveness, and the positive resolution of a conflict. Something or someone doesn't want that to happen. Further advice to the masculine, the Three of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So you got another 3 masculine. Again, I think that this 3 is where you were having difficulty, where your finances or whatever abundance for which you were waiting, it had been delayed. Here it comes now. And it's not like wherever it's coming from, nobody's doing you a favor. You earned it. Okay. So it is rightfully yours. And for the feminine, I like this more, this green. Earth energy. The Knight of Earth is back. Again, he's loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. It is time to buckle down and get things done, feminine. Honor your commitments. You have a guardian angel and you have some abundance coming in too. I hope that you've enjoyed the daily reading. Namaste.